morning, guys. It is Wednesday, February 12th. Okay, so I'm going back to Tuesday. I know I did yesterday's reading, but I want to go over it again. But this time I'm going to start with the things that I have been channeling, what's been coming to mind in the last 24 hours since I finished yesterday's reading. Okay, so I have high rise, tower, Dallas Cowboys, because the other day I was getting Cowboys, yeah, and dude. Also Texas, Louise. I was also getting the the home improvement store Lowe's, L-O-W-E-S. And also Lowe's can be like rock bottom prices, a good deal, a good steal. Blue star, a white star lined in blue. So, I mean, blue can be indicative of a silver lining, right? A wish coming true with the silver lining, possibly lined in blue, meaning peace comes along with it. I'm not quite sure of that symbolism. I was trying to figure out what blue star meant, okay, because I've seen all kinds of stars. I see gold stars, I see silver stars, white stars, you know, black stars, gray stars, yellow stars, and red stars, which would mean the Orient, or I think the red star is for China, and the yellow star I don't know. I can't remember, but can't exactly remember. But I've never come across a blue star, and I keep thinking next star. Okay, so maybe that is the next star. So this could be like a new star discovered in the galaxy, or this can be somebody who's suddenly a star, sudden fame. Next star. Or I think there's a company called Next Star. I'm not sure exactly what they do, but I'm seeing like the outline of a star in blue and like wind lines behind it. Next star. I don't know. It could be gas coming from a star, incoming, not too sure. Could be the Schumann resonance for all I know. Okay, psychic downloads. But I also got, if you guys remember, back in the 80s, there was a group called Climax, K-L-Y-M-A-X-X, the double X, that would be Pluto. And then, of course, 20 for the year. Menopause. So some of you guys are dealing with menopause, or like you walk in the room and people's jaws drop. But the one phrase I was actually getting from that song, I got the phrase first, and then it led me to the song, and then, of course, the artist. I love you all, but I got to go, was the phrase that I heard. And basically that had to do with the T-square yesterday. That's kind of why I wanted to go over it. Also, trimming the fat, cutting the waist, trimming your waist, you know, as in your figure, trimming the figures in terms of monetary content. So, cutting the waist, trimming the waist as in your figure, trimming the figures as in where can we get rid of expenditures and where we losing money. And I also got cutting time in half. So basically you're taking a look at like if this is in terms of a business, like, okay, well, that's not selling, let's close it out, put it on sale, everything $1, that kind of deal. If you're trimming figures, well, we don't need this job, so that could be possibly restructuring and layoffs, combining two jobs into one, and, you know, raising the salary for that one. So people could be losing their jobs, or they could be placed in another job where they have additional duties, but they're getting paid a little bit more. Cutting time in half. Streamlining. Where did I get the cutting time in half? I wish I could do it faster. I wish we could get there quicker. Oh, cutting time in half could be shortcuts. I just have to say that there's going to be no shortcuts this year. The Saturn and Pluto conjunction says, nope, do it right the first time. Okay, if you get a second chance to do it again, you're lucky. You better shape up. Okay, so cutting time in half. Also, this could be, I want to say timeline and dimension traveling with the cutting time in half. Going fast forward. Gotta get back in time. So this is almost like success and excelling at a, or getting something done quicker than you imagined, or not taking as long as it used to. Fine tuning. Okay, and also I was getting decks. So this can be decks of cards. Stacking the deck. This could be a deck on like a ship or a boat. Deck could also be giving somebody cracks, popping them, as you know, going with the Leo full moon energy. Leo with the Libra energy, lickings. All kinds of lickings, okay? This kind and the nice kind. And then I said next star, right? Okay. Inventory, stock, overall, close out, sell out. So this is looking at what you have, what needs to be gotten rid of, and then filling up those spots. Okay, this is in business, this is in any area, every area. Like let's say if you're losing weight, you're slowly cutting things out, you're slowly stocking yourself up to go completely healthy. So it's a slow process, little by little, step by step. Not quite there yet, but about to. Okay, so this is preparation. Okay, wasn't getting any other channelings than that, but you know, it's still early in the day. So Tuesday, the moon was in Libra. It was Virgo to Libra. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, that was quick. Okay, so Virgo into Libra, feeling victimized or victimizing someone and making yourself a new promise, or spinning about somebody you thought was a friend, or so many things were happening, guys. Let's see, today is Wednesday, so when we, at midnight, the moon was in Libra at 6 degrees, so Libra is about its partnership, its harmony and balance, its interdependence, right? But at the same time, they signify dependence, meaning being dependent on someone or being codependent, and it's also women, children, and animals. Okay, it can be diplomacy, or something that you depend on, or something that depends on you. With it starting out at 6 degrees, this would be on a day-to-day basis. Baseless. Why would they say? They made me say baseless. Okay, well, there's that opposition. It can go either way, right? So basically, there may have been a confrontation. Somebody was frustrated. Somebody was angry. So this could be opening the door for discussion. It's possible that somebody was nitpicking or singling you out, or just having too much, being critical, making too much, criticizing somebody too much, and it could have been frustrating. So with the T-square, that's, you need to knock it off, okay? Promise me you'll stop, or you need to figure out how not to do that. So this is like, I want to say it's heralding in another round of cutting people out. We're still in that full moon in Leo energy, and this is helping get the enemies out, okay? Because there's something in your midst that is not serving you, that needs to go. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could even be you. Maybe you've been the one that's criticizing too much, or maybe you're too defensive, or you're just falling short, okay? You could be criticizing yourself. Whatever it is, I want you to promise that you won't do anything rash, that you'll speak before you respond, always come from a place of integrity. And not only that, I just want to hammer home the importance of not freaking out on somebody. Even though they're in the wrong, you must always come from a place of integrity and love. Because if you don't, you can accidentally accrue negative karma for yourself. Let's face it, you can't fight 3D with 3D. For some of you guys, it will be combative, but you've been ascending, you're consciously aware. So the thing you don't want to do is maintain that 3D vibration. You're supposed to be better than that. That is what we've been learning. Okay, so you need to simply state the facts. Take your emotions out of it. Okay, you can't be, oh, you make me so angry. It can be basically, stop criticizing me. I don't appreciate it. Don't ever point the finger by saying you. Say, I don't appreciate it. But don't repeatedly use I, because that would mean, you know, me. And we don't want to go there. We're not doing things in a selfish way. We're trying to do things that are healthier for us. You know, the Leo full moon is about a new spark in life. Okay, for some, that's going to be a new spark of anger, okay, which is going to compel you to speak out. But like I says, keep the anger out of it, keep the hate out of it, and keep the fear out of it, okay, because you can't give them back what they give you. You are vibrating higher, so you must give back higher vibrations, okay? See what I'm saying? Okay, but it's okay. If you made a mistake, it's okay. You couldn't help yourself, and sometimes you're supposed to release that, release the energy in that way, and that has a shock value. It makes the person shocked. They suddenly realize they didn't know this, and now you're bringing it to their awareness. So now you've got to give them a chance to play into that awareness, okay? Give them a chance to do it right. Now, it's not going to be immediate, although it definitely could be a complete turnaround, but if you agree, if you can both agree that that is an issue, and then try to figure out, okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so trimming the fat, getting rid of the behaviors that don't belong, and then bringing in new behaviors that connecting and communicating in a way that you never have before, that would be the least unpleasant. I was going to say equally pleasant, but that's not true, because a true compromise is both of you sacrifice for the same goal, rather than one person sacrificing and the other person benefiting. That's not what we're doing here. Okay, we're trying to even and balance things out. So if you're on fire, you better cool your jets and think before you speak or act. This is all I'm saying. Okay, so this is absolutely what I'm seeing. And that T-square turns into a Grand Cardinal Cross. Let's see, what is the addition? Mars and the nodes, because the T-square is Mars and Sagittarius, Moon and Libra, and that conjunction. So Mars, trafficking, activism, going to court, defense. Yeah, you might have had to defend yourself in some kind of way, or you might have had to stand up for a woman or a child, possibly the family. Mars in Sagittarius is fast traveling. So basically, it feels like this is something that you visited before. You've been trying to get rid of it. For those of you who never spoke up before, the energy has been building. Mars in Sagittarius is very... Mars is already energy. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so they're energy too. And let me just tell you, Sagittarians need a physical way to express energy. So with Mars and Sagittarius, you're looking for an outlet, okay? Moon in Libra, somebody pissed you off, and that was it, okay? Mars and Sagittarius at 27 degrees is delivering. So... like you named somebody a new asshole. It's kind of what it feels like. Oh, that one too. Yep. You gave them your unbiased opinion. Okay, Grand Cardinal Cross was, what did they add to that? Oh, the North Node in Cancer. Okay, North Node and South Node. So this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. If somebody becomes consciously aware through your confrontation with them, and, you know, they may try to change their ways. It's going to take practice, right? 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and then another step forward. Any progress, however little it is progress, okay? If, in fact, this person does not change their attitude, if they criticize you about it, if you can't get anywhere else, this could, like I said, this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because as we lead into Wednesday, we have Venus squaring the nodes. Okay, the Grand Cardinal Cross, the cardinal signs, that's dealing with power abuses and leadership. It's a call to bring balance and justice to those who govern and rule, or for us to be more humane in our own positions of authority. Okay, so somebody's being mean to somebody else, and it's just, no, I don't think so. And I'm still hearing Olivia Newton-John in You're the One That I Want saying, you better shape up. So this is basically shaping up or shipping out. Okay, so Wednesday today, we start off with the Ascendant in Scorpio at 13 degrees. For some, that's magic. For some, that's death. For some, it's purging. For some, it's expressing an idea clearly. Finally being able to see something really clear. Okay, the midhaven is in Leo. So for some of you guys, there could be some fame as to something you post on social media, or you're declaring something in order to get attention. It's basically a, hey, look at me, or do you hear what I hear? Okay, weird. Okay, do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Numbers for today are 12 and 9, so it's about surrendering to unconditional love, or surrendering to the purge, or looking at an ending in a different light. We also have 555 today, and that is the Venus in Aries squaring the North Node in Cancer and the South Node in Capricorn. Guys, losing attachments, losing affection. This can be a time of pleasant events of social nature, celebrations, meeting with friends, and fortunate circumstances in general. Okay, it's possible that there's a child coming into your life in some kind of way. This can be a physical child, this can be an animal, or this can be an idea, something you're, I want to say, beholding, or something that is your gaze is beholden to. you want, yeah, the Venus in Aries. I want that. It could be love at first sight, right? So in Aries, it can be brand new children. You can be a new mom. You know, like I said, this could be about animals, or you could be the mother of you could have the mother of all ideas. I don't know. I'm just throwing that in there. Okay, but anyways, being at 5 degrees, I've been seeing 555 for a while, so I almost feel like maybe I'm going to lose someone or something at this point. So you could lose somebody, or somebody could die, and you might be posting it, looking for attention. Some of you guys, you're pouring your hearts out. You just want to know that everything's going to be okay. Totally understandable. Okay. Venus with the nose is exceptional time for childbirth and any related social events. Baby showers, christenings, post-birth visitations. Possibly a focus on your children in their later years. So like teenagers and your adult children, yours or someone else's that you know or that are close to you. It's also about women and, you know, I almost said bitch vibe. Your vibe tribe, you know, like, where's all my bitches? Now, I say that in a loving way, guys. Just to be clear, okay? Any bridal preps, beauty salons, flowers, all things feminine and lacy. What is it you guys do? If you have coffee hour, you may be having more coffee hours. You may be talking to each other more and being more girlfriends to each other because, you know, the Leo is inspiring, right? Inspiring others to do their best. So you may be giving a pep talk. Prep and pep. Yeah, prep. I did say preparation. So you could be preparing for something concerning women and children. Like this could be like a dance for your kids at high school. Okay, anything, beauty salons, flowers, and all things feminine and lacy. Oh, and not coincidentally not, it's 2 days before Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to you guys who managed to keep it together. And if not, okay, the best thing you can do for Valentine's Day is go get yourself a box of chocolates and take a bubble bath. Screw men. Don't worry about it, okay? You will find love, or actually, rather, it will find you. Okay, don't go looking for it. Because right now you're being encouraged to love yourself first. Okay, so you need a little time for yourself to be yourself, and the rest will come later. Let's see, where are we still? Wednesday, Libra. Okay, so Libra, Venus and Aries. Okay, the writing's on the wall. I'm hearing again. The writing is on the wall. A break. Some of you guys will have your heart broken. Abandoned and found. Okay, so I'm getting lost and found. So there could be like abandoned women, abandoned children, or neglected, abused with that T-square. This can be trafficked, kidnapped with the Mars and Sagittarius. There could also be an increase in I want to say domestic violence with the Mercury in Pisces. Black Moon Lilith in Aries is also conjunct with Chiron. Also, there's going to be a lot of you guys that are recognizing that you've made bad choices and it's weighing on you, weighing on you, weighing on you, and suddenly you have the opening, the out to get out. Somebody may have their own agenda and you may be over it also. I just want to say that. Establishing changes in our everyday life. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday, my significant other's birthday, and my friend Erica's birthday. Tomorrow we're going to be going into the moon in Scorpio. We start off the day with moon in Libra at 21 degrees. So you might be telling all. You might be getting it all off your chest. And you might be admitting or confessing to somebody that you love them. Or you might be confessing to somebody that you hate them. Sorry, but that is, there's haterades out. The haterade season's still out there. Or I can't stand. Ascendant in Scorpio, the moon in Scorpio, and that's like double purging, a double purge. So physical purging, and I want to say a verbal purging. declaring something's over, changing your standards. 13 and 10. Yep, it's dead. We're done. I'm over it. And then wow, okay, I'm hearing clarifying. So yeah, it's about to be clarified if this person that you're with is really your Valentine, or if what you're doing is where you're supposed to be. Okay, guys, I'm hearing get the fuck out, I hate you. I don't like hearing that kind of things. That really sucks. Whoever is going through that right now, or whoever is the one having to say that right now, I want you to know everything's going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through, yeah, just because there isn't much for today, I'm going to go through with the Scorpio moon. Okay, and then to Valentine's Day, once again, we're declaring our love. You're my passion, together forever, I love you, happy Valentine's Day. And then it might be like, you make me happy, you make my heart happy, you make me feel so young, you make me feel, I don't know, you make me feel so young. And you make me feel brand new. Sorry. Okay, happy Valentine's Day. Looks very, very nice. Beautiful. For those of you who are in a partnership and you guys are both on the same page and you're working towards how to communicate, awesome. You should have a great Valentine's Day. For those of you who are having troubles, for those of you who are feeling like the victim, for those of you who continue to stay when you know you should go, like I said earlier, there might be one foot out the door, okay? This might be, you might realize that you gotta go and run away. This could be escape also. Yup. The moon crossing the nodes. Someone leaves, somebody comes in, you're supported by your support group. The birth of children. This could be an idea. You suddenly get the idea, or you suddenly, the light bulb goes off. This could be events surrounding offspring. And this has been noted as a factor in various accidents or in cases of drowning. Okay, so accidents, I want to say miscommunication, so fights, right? And in cases of drowning, you can be like unable to breathe. Either it's filling up with water, either your own body fluids, or snow, snow as in, you know, avalanche, buried alive, the earth also too, buried alive, also toxic gases or poison, respiratory issues. So drowning could be a physical drowning. It could be drowning in tears, just crying, crying, crying on a huge purge, because we are in the moon in Scorpio, right? Drowning in obligations. You have so much shit to do, you just want to run away. Okay, so suck it up and breathe. Take a break if you have to, but continue. Keep going. Never stop. Never give up. Okay, and then there's drowning in debt, meaning you have so many bills, it's kind of like you're feeling hopeless. You don't know what to do. You want to run away. And I keep saying you want to run away, and a lot of that has to do with the next transit, which I'm going to talk about, which is the Grand Water Trine on Valentine's Day. Now, it's the moon in Scorpio, the North Node in Cancer, and Mercury conjuncting with Neptune. Now, at this point, Mercury is direct, but it goes retrograde on Saturday. We are already in the shadow. So if you haven't gotten anything fixed today, Tuesday, I don't know. This may be your last leg or your last chance, or not. It may have. It could be past the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think maybe today. Today would be the day to make sure you finish it up. Okay, complete it. Moon in Scorpio, close it out. 12 degrees. Finish it. Or suspend it until Mercury goes back direct, because the shadow is the time when something is most likely to happen. And with Mercury and Pisces, this can be, it can literally feel like you're dying. You could, something's dying, something's ending, something is, somebody or something is transitioning out or transitioning in. Or it can be your transmission is going out. I don't know. Just saying. Okay, so Moon in Scorpio. Clarity. Passionate. Judge, jury, executioner. Ability. Self-mastery. At 12 degrees. Surrendering. Some of you guys, it's surrendering to the rage or surrendering to the clarity. North Node in Cancer. The way home. Mercury in Pisces, I love you, or going to die, or I'm done, this is done, I'm over it, or I want to go get high. That is that Mercury in Pisces is at 12 degrees also, so we have a 12-12. You're being asked to surrender. Okay. Surrender to the changes that you're being pointed to. North Node in Cancer, 5 degrees. Changes you're pointed to. And then Mercury being conjunct with Neptune. That's like happiness. It's happiness. Happiness and joy. I want to say they're still far away though, because Mercury's at 12 and Neptune's at 17. And when it goes retrograde, Mercury's going to dip back into Aquarius, which is, come on, let's go for a ride, let's go for a drive, or, you know, seeing stars, going to the stars. I'll tell you more when we get back to that. It goes, it dips back in March, and then it goes back. Where did I put it? Oh, I put the information on the bottom. Yeah, Mercury retrogrades in Pisces at 12 degrees. It ends on March 9th at 28 degrees Aquarius. So it basically is about to dip into, I think it's in a couple days later is when it enters, and I don't have that on here, is when it re-enters Pisces again. But as with all Mercury retrogrades, don't buy, don't sign, don't go. Make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, check your paperwork. Oh, and in addition to that, Saturday we have Mars entering Capricorn. That is force and energy kept under control. Only used when necessary, okay? So that's not abusing, it's not abusing your power, but of course the opposition would be to abuse your power. And I want to say, what do you call it? I want to say, I can't remember the damn word. Put your evils on to somebody, projecting your evils onto somebody, or taking actions of evil, or abusing somebody with anger and fire. Okay, so basically, you're fierce, magnetic, and commanding. Your strength lies in your obstinacy and your ability to endure. When anything blocks your path, you run it over. Okay, vigor, dynamic force, quiet self-reliance. Okay, with Capricorn, the sexual nature is earthy and passionate, but there's an element of self-control, almost like you're holding back. Okay, sometimes you're hot-blooded, sexy, even romantic. At other times, you're cold. Okay, so it's very much like the Aquarius energy, hot and cold. Some of you with Mars and Capricorn in your birth chart, you had a secret love affair with an older person. And with Capricorn, as always, there's a strong personal ambition, and you tend to be in the public eye. Okay? This could be cruelty. Cruelty. You have an energy and an initiative in career matters and will likely dominate other people. You are ambitious and competitive, and you strive for independence or to get rid of interference. Get rid of it. Cleaning. That's what that energy is. Cleaning up the waste. Mars and Capricorn. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Your self-reliance and executive ability should bring status within your occupation. You deal with practical problems rather than vague theories. Shadow side of Mars and Capricorn is a possibility of frustration due to unrealized goals. So it's kind of like, why didn't this happen? Well, identify and eliminate is what I'm feeling with that. Okay, so I love you unconditionally. Back to the Grand Water Trine. I love you unconditionally. You're my true north. I feel at home with you. My heart beats for you. So it's surrendering to love. And then for others, I'll say goodbye to love. And you're out. Okay, we got Mercury in Pisces is already, I want to get out of here. Moon in Scorpio is like at 12 degrees. It could be push out because Scorpio is purge, right? So push out. I don't feel at home with you. You have this confusing picture of me, and I don't understand it. You're delusional. Okay, so it does signify that something isn't right. Or you're always disappearing, you're never here, you're not present. Escape, yeah. Escape, evacuation, and I want to say rescue. Rescuing yourself. Rescue me. Or you could be telling somebody that you saved me. You're the one I've been dreaming of. You saved me. You're everything I dream of. Okay, with the Grand Psychic Water Trine, you are encouraged to trust your instincts and your intuition above all else. Okay, and the thing is, I want to say it's a Grand Psychic Water Trine just because the Mercury-Neptune conjunction and the North Node in Cancer. Okay, so you can really tap into your internal guides at this time. Okay, and use it positively, and you'll get good results. So surrender to the knowledge. Surrender to what has been made very, very clear to you. Saturday, Sagittarius. So Moon in Scorpio, beginnings and endings and growth. Okay, so there's clear growth. You are proceeding through the steps of ridding yourself of what no longer belongs. Okay, Midhaven, Leo at... What the... 19. Oh, I lied. The moon, we start off at midnight with the moon in Scorpio. I was wondering why I had two Scorpios next to each symbols with the wrong signs. I looked at the wrong one. Okay, well, here comes Mercury retrograde. I got it wrong. Shit. Or I forgot, or it's missing, or I lost it, or I shouldn't have to defend myself all the time. Okay, ascendant 16 degrees, so serving it up. I want to say give it to him. It's 16. So being very clear about partnership on a day-to-day basis, or about your liberty. Maybe somebody else is taking liberties and you're like, nope, you're not taking liberties. I'm going to take it back. I'm taking back the liberties that you've taken. So that kind of feels like somebody might have crossed the line at some time or another, or they've reached a peak, or they've exceeded their ceiling, their glass ceiling. Midhaven in Leo at 17 degrees. I'm single now. Anybody out there available? I'm open for business, literally. Okay, what do we have that day? Oh, Mercury sextiling Jupiter, the beginning of it. I think I did talk about that. Yeah, did I talk about that? No, that was Mercury conjunct Neptune. Okay, so Mercury sextiling Jupiter, and then a couple of hours later, well, actually 24 hours later, the sextile still exists, but the second half of it, or probably 2/3 of it, will actually be while it's in retrograde. So this is internally. An active mind with a broad outlook and good judgment. This is over. We're putting a cap on. I'm not going to let you abuse me any longer. I just looked and saw 40/40. Not going to let you abuse me anymore. Or this could be, I love you unconditionally. This could be a gift. This could be a gift. Somebody buys something for you with you in mind. I shouldn't have to defend myself against your constant, I want to say, attacks, barrage of attacks. Or, I'm done. We're not doing this anymore. I'm not taking this. I'm mad as hell and I'm not taking it anymore. Okay, guys, let's get to the reading. I'll shut up now. Okay, so first card, 8. False person. This can be miscommunication, or this can be an enemy in your midst. This can be a liar, a cheater, a mean girl. Whatever it is, she's dangerous. 4 of Pentacles. So this can be somebody said something and they fucked up. Maybe they can't take it back. They said something that was mean. Or they could have been bragging, you know. I have her under my belt. But whatever reason it is, the 4 of Pentacles is about not being valued. Okay, stolen, theft, power trip. It's the sun in Capricorn, so it's attention to abuses, power abuses. So somebody, they hide behind the mask. There's something going on here. There's fire going on in their brains. I want to say the Mars and Sagittarius. This card already reminds me of Sagittarius, but with the fire in the background. There's something going on. They don't know how to express their energy. They're not exactly sure at what is at the root, number 4, of their inability to cope, which would be 8th house, ability to cope. Okay, so they're taking it out on you. Maybe there's something that's making them feel powerless. They can't quite identify what it is yet, or maybe they do, but they're so used to reverting to this technique of brutalizing you. Narcissist. Somebody wants you to completely depend on them. They put you down. They've made it, and you've allowed it. They've made it so that you have to depend on them. Justice is about dependence, okay? This is a Libra card. This is a card of the Libra. We are still in the moon in Libra. So this is about partnership. Women and children. Something you depend on, or something that depends on you. The Mercury in Pisces can also be an apology, guys. I did leave that out. So this is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I treated you that way. I shouldn't have used you. I shouldn't have taken advantage of you. So it's possible that this person could be saying, I made a mistake, or there's some kind of, not necessarily an apology, but a roundabout apology. It kind of feels like they're going point by point over what the hell just happened, or what the hell did I just do? Because here we have Mars and Gemini, nightmare, right? But, and I did say cruelty, didn't I? Look at that on the card, it says cruelty. And the thing is, like I said, oh, 4 of Cups. Yeah, there's that 4. It is at the root. There's some anger. They still need to learn what is at the root of their anger, or it's suddenly coming to their attention that there's something there. They don't know what is at the source of their angst, of their fear, of their anxiety. Okay, they have no idea. They could be having nightmares. They could be having nightmares about their mother. Or if they're really not ready to be in a relationship, if they're selfish, if they want to maintain the status quo and hold all the power, they're using you, forcing you to depend on them because they've learned it keeps you in your place. Or somehow they want to keep you from leaving their home. Or they could abuse you by telling you, get the hell out, playing on your fears of being homeless or your fears of being abandoned, but really it's a projection. That's their fear, not yours. Or this could just be you realizing that somebody's doing this to you, or the real reason behind it. So some of you guys are seeing past the mask. You're realizing that it's not their actions. That is the intent behind their actions. Why? What's the motivation? Okay? Getting to the source. Lovers is reversed. So, let's see. You're not playing the victim, not at all. Even if you guys are breaking up, even if there is a need for a break, you'll probably appreciate it because you're over it. You don't want to hear that shit no more. You do this to me all the time. If you don't stop, I'm going to go. So it looks like somebody's considering leaving because Princess of this is practicality. It's also physically traveling, a visiting. So this would be leaving, moving out. 3 of Wands, an opportunity. The opportunity you're waiting for to get the hell out of there. Okay, to move forward. Some of you guys were aware that this relationship was coming to an end and you just had to physically get up and move. So this is packing your possessions, getting in your card, being brave, Sun in Aries, wanting to be alone, focusing on yourself. So some of you guys are leaving the relationship because it's healthier. Maybe you're breaking up with somebody because you think it would keep them from moving forward, that they would be happy to stay stuck with you wherever you are, and they have such a big opportunity. So you break up with them so they can go. You free them up. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, this fake excuse, this fake fight was to push you into fighting with them so you can go and have this life-changing opportunity, whatever it is. They want you to go. Okay, so there may be more behind they're acting up. Okay, yeah, I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you here. Bitch, this is your future we're talking about. Go. You will regret this if you do not take the opportunity. That's all I have to say about that. High honor, Chariot, and Queen of Wands. Okay, so high honor is about being honored, right? Praise. It can also mean tall or big or huge. So here's that 7-7. Big changes in a relationship. Big changes on the home front. This could be issues with the vehicle. Blowing a head gasket. Pisces into Aries. Closure and alone. Chariot. Determination. Car. I want to say blazing trails. So for some of you guys in your relationship, because you spoke up and you did it in a loving way, there were some big changes. Somebody woke up big time. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. There were people talking outside. I also wanted to say, hold on. Sorry about that. I've been gone for a few minutes. Okay, so where were we? We were at High Honor, Chariot, and Queen of Wands. 7 is already about awakenings. All right, I'm back again. Sorry about that. I do work in a store, so I have to endure having to pause you guys and go help a customer out. Customers are never interruptions. Okay, so High Honor. So somebody could have really like lost their shit, like through the roof. Okay, so I see two things in this right here. Somebody's getting a big awakening. Okay, both of you guys are actually getting an awakening. Somebody's losing their shit, and the other one is trying to do the right thing. Being respectful. So this is, you've got a lot of nerve. You need to be a little more respectful. I would appreciate it. Okay, and then you see the Queen of Wands. This is the Inspirer, the sexy one. Okay, you see that black cloud over there? That's negativity and toxicity. Okay, it's trying to rain on her parade, but no, hell no. You see that layer of energy around her? That's her positive vibe. Okay, that's her bubble. Nothing can break through that positive bubble. Okay, so somebody's giving her a bunch of shit. Look at her. Look at her. She's so calm. She just sits in her chair and she just looks, and it's basically a look of, are you finished? Are you done? You see this fire in my hand? I could throw this at you. I could throw this fireball at you if I wanted to. But honestly, you can't really get to me. I just understand these are deep-rooted fears. This is a huge one. And for some of you guys, the one with the huge fears is you. You may be scared to take action, or you may have been so scared. But it's definitely, you know, 7-7, a huge awakening, having to be brave, having to put up this protective shield or protective barrier. Monster truck. Somebody's got a monster truck here. Or this is the white monster. The white monster being jealous and wanting to possess. You don't own me. So this could also be resentment, okay? And then somebody unloads their resentments on you, and they can't touch you. You're in your own space. You are so in your positive timeline. You've established yourself as an inspirer. You're not going to let anything get you down. You don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. No, no, don't bring me down. Big nerve. You could have struck a huge chord with them. Weird. I said chord. And then like the next image I see is this little here. I've never translated these on these cards, nor have I, well actually I use this side sometimes. There's symbolism. But struck a huge chord, or you hit a big nerve, or they had some nerve. Laid an egg. I wish I could blow it up like that. It doesn't work. Okay, so I see a musical note. It is a whole note. It is one whole beat because there is no tail on it. It's just a circle, so it kind of looks like an egg. Underlying egg. I just heard the princess and the pea. The princess and the pea pod. Princess and the pea pod. What is a pea pod? It is the outer coating. It is the shell. The internals are gone. So this can be some kind of memory that is linked at the source. It's the nest egg where this fear or this vulnerability started. This is a big one. This is a huge fear. Okay, so for some of you guys, you left somebody and you share your story. Okay, or you have a big realization and you don't let them affect you. They're trying to make you feel as hurt and as vulnerable. The point, they're making me look at the arrowhead. Yeah, they're targeting you, trying to make you feel what they feel. They don't even know why they're doing it, but they want you to feel what they feel. Straight to the heart. Yeah, it's like an arrow to the heart. You want to leave. You want to be out there on your own. You have work to do. You want to work on yourself. You're feeling inspired because you want to move forward. And they feel like they're going to be left behind. They could possibly be jealous of you. Possibly slander you. These two together, yeah, they could be talking some major shit. Crying. She left me. She's probably banging all kinds of guys. This is like bragging to make yourself feel better. So there could be a big lie that they're telling. They could be making something up about how you cheated on them. You know, coming up with their poor me story. Okay. 30 and 5. Judication. I always want to say judification because it's like a math problem. If blank, then blank. If X equals this, then Y equals that. Okay? If this suits, if this fits, then we may proceed. It's also possibly new information, new joy, a new factoid coming in, a new situation. Could be new competition. It could be a new child, a new love, or a new idea. So they could be thinking that, you know, you're cheating on them or you left them from somebody else when, as a matter of fact, you left them not for somebody else, but you left them because they're them. Sorry. I didn't leave you for someone else. I just left you. Okay? You can't blame it on anybody else. I just didn't like you. You were not what you appeared to be. Okay? The Fool. I like the Fool. So this can be a brand new independence from somebody who's intimidated you, from somebody who's targeted you, from somebody who's ordered you around. This is also Aries energy. This can be cruelty, anger. It is success and achievement also. So this could be about you establishing your independence. They might think that you were cheating or you left them for somebody else. Or they could realize that if they really truly do love you, they need to stop giving you shit. They need to figure out what is at the root of their anger and their frustration. So they could be weighing how they should approach the situation, or weighing if it's worth it to make these changes, okay? Because you know your worth. They know your worth. They're scared that you know your worth. That's what it is. Mature man, number 5. Changes. I always think of this as the professor, and I want to say absent-minded professor, so this would be the Mercury in Pisces. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. So this could be new news. You need to grow the fuck up. Or this could be, I don't want to raise a child. I don't want to be your mother. You're not my father. You don't own me. You have no authority over me. Okay? Listen up. You don't get to order me around. You don't get to tell me what to do. Okay, so from now on, we are changing things up. The Fool, clean slate, fresh clean slate. Queen of Swords, independence. Now, this is Libra energy. In fact, it's Libra it's the cusp of Libra going into Virgo, which is the exact energy where we're at right now. Okay, so this could have been, you need to cut it out, or I want to completely separate and have a clean break from this relationship. You're always criticizing me. You're going to cut that shit out. Okay, quit being so immature. Quit being nitpicky. Yeah, I got news for you, buddy. You got one foot in the door, or I've got one foot in the door. Either way, somebody's going to have to leave if that shit doesn't change. So he may be realizing if he doesn't grow up, you're out. Done deal. And this is authentic. You see the Queen of Swords? She holds her swords. She's got her own castle. She's got her own everything. She's got her own mind. And you see that mask? She's not wearing it. So this is authentic. She's speaking her mind. We're done. I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't appreciate you trying to lord over me, trying to rule me, trying to run me. Or if they decide to shape up, this is a new level of intimacy in your relationships in which you guys are now cutting yourselves free. Instead of being dependent on each other or codependent, okay, there is a sense of personal independence within the confines of the relationship. I'm going to do what I want, and you're not going to stop me. You don't get to tell me what to do. You can't justify your behavior. Stop making me your target. I wish you would stop taking out your anger on me. I wish you would stop trying to control me. So this is cutting the cords of control. And then family room number 21. Okay, that is any room. That could be a classroom. It could be Congress. It could be an auditorium or a stadium. Okay, this is kind of like where safety meeting, family meeting. It's where everybody gets to voice their concerns and be authentic. You know, passing the talking stick. It's your turn. It's where everybody gets a chance to air how they've been feeling. Authentic expressions, the gathering place. Okay, so let's clarify that. Where am I? 1 minute and 4 seconds. Well, that's a little bit of a chunk. So it's integration. It's working together. This kind of, with that many cards and the fact that they're coming up in a chunk, but they're not reversed. That's integration. And I'm going to leave that for the end, a surprise. That could be a surprise ending. Okay, so airing your concerns, speaking your truth in a gathering place. 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups, and Temperance. Oh, this could be the Dear John letter, a new message, adjudication. This could be a shocking communication that makes your blood run cold or turn your hair white. Libra can be writing too. This can be documents or contracts. Uranus and Taurus, words. I want a divorce, or I've left you, or I guess it feels like a shock to the system, and finding that somebody's left you has left you angry. You probably saw red for a second, and then as time went by, your hair started turning white. Now you're facing your mortality in silence, having to stare at yourself in the mirror, sitting in your chair, yeah. I'm leaving you. This can be a mediation room or counseling. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, this could be, you know, you need help, or you need to go to counseling, or you recognize that they needed help. Okay, I'm hearing be out from under your structure. So leaving a property, leaving a home, or leaving, I want to say, a patriarchy, or leaving the hierarchy with somebody that solely planted themselves at the top. Okay, back to family room. Two of Swords, Eight of Swords. Or this can be a huge challenge, and you tell them, take me to court. Yeah, some of you guys might be getting served divorce papers, eviction notices, restraining orders. Or they could have pressed charges on you. Cease. Ceasefire? Ceasefire. So this can be mediation or couples therapy. Ceasefire. I'm getting ceasefire from this too. This needs to stop here. Ordered to appear. Dissolution. Two of Swords is having to make a decision. It's also about being balanced, body, mind, and soul, spiritually, mentally, and physically. It's also Moon in Libra, according to this particular card. So emotional, about fairness, being fair. Eight of Swords, indecision, the prison of our minds. Growing, I want to say growing speculation, but it's like a growing anxiety, trying to control the growing anxiety, possible fear of retaliation, projection, some of you guys are looking over your money to see if you can afford an attorney, or this could be like, I can't afford a counselor, or I can't afford an attorney. So this would be getting assistance for that. Eight of Swords is Jupiter in Gemini. So spreading, beneficial. Gemini would be communication and travel. So beneficial, communication, being very diplomatic. So this feels like, yeah, like I said, a mediator or a counselor. Mercury and Taurus, this can be projection, fears. It can also be ghosts, anxiety and worry, feeling left out, or totally being like shunned, abandoned, rejected. Renting space in your head, sucking up all your energy. This is also bullying, pushing somebody around, pushing somebody out. So this could be like seeing the counselor and the counselor telling you this is an opportunity to learn. You need to calm down. You need to cool your jets. Ten of Cups and Temperance. Why won't you listen to me? This is like openly combative too, so you know, everybody's trying to be diplomatic. We're trying to come to some kind of terms. This feels like a negotiation. Busy. Talking about your fears of being left behind, or talking, this could be just talking with a therapist. It could be one-on-one. There's no clue that says there's two people here in this counseling or therapy or mediation. It's definitely just being able to air your concerns. Hell, this could be in court. What kind of room? I want to say standing room only. Clarify. Number 21. Okay. Pathway, North Node in Cancer. So which direction are you going? Are you out? Are you in? Are we going to learn how to get along, or are we just completely calling it quits? Pathway is traveling a different road. So yeah, this is therapy and negotiation, trying to find something better. Or it could be having a third party that it's more comfortable to speak with, because there can have been threats and intimidation in the past. So it's probably, you might not feel safe with just them, and you need an additional person there in order to get out, in order to release what it is you've been holding back. Instead of projecting out of fear, try to recognize where the fear is coming from. For a lot of the men, it's attached to their money and fear of lack of. It could be because they're out of work, and a lot of times, those feelings attached to money is not feeling good enough because they're not bringing in the load, they're not bringing in the paycheck, or for some other, it's a hit to their manhood. Okay, so they feel like they're not a man if they can't live up to these expectations. What they don't realize, though, is they don't have to fulfill society's expectations. If the man wants to stay home and be the mother, or, you know, the stay-at-home dad, then do it, so long as your partner's okay with going out in the world and making the money. If you want to be a stay-at-home dad, you don't have a partner, and you want to start a home-based business, well, do it then. You know, you're being encouraged to your North Node, okay, to find your direction in life. And the thing is, you've come to this point where you can no longer go back. You can't go back to, okay, you can't revert in behaviors, you can't physically revert, you can't, you know, you're not getting any younger. That would be the physical reversion. You can't go back in time. You can't go back. All you have is today. All you have is today. Okay, so let's try and love each other as best as we can. 10 of Cups, Mars in Pisces, success and happiness. So coming to a satisfactory conclusion to where we can now move forward, and leave the past behind, okay? That was yesteryear. That time you've been trapped at, you have this image, okay? This permanent snapshot of some kind of rooted trauma, and you're living in that age. So for a lot of men and women, I know, I mean, no offense, men, but this has been, you know, thank you, societal expectations. This is what the men are being taught, okay? That you are to be afraid of your emotions, and that is wrong. So, generation after generation after generation of men having feelings and not knowing what to do, being afraid of them, not learning how to express them, so therefore expressing them in a way that they think is okay. They don't even know why they're expressing it, but after generations and generations and generations of watching their fathers and grandfathers and uncles and great-grandfathers doing the same thing, they just follow in the footsteps. Okay? It was conditioning. So now your conditions are changing. You need to change that internal condition in order to change the external conditions, right? Okay, so some of you guys might have to get back in touch with your spirit, because at some point where that image, that age that you were stuck at, that projection that you're stuck at, you were broken. Okay, that's when you were broken. So you might have to get back in touch with your spirituality, loving yourself in the best way possible. Okay, it's about time. This is about patience and divine timing, waiting for your opening to act. Okay, Temperance is like the angel that comes and takes away. The devil will give you things, but he's trying to con you into something. Temperance comes and says, nope, you don't deserve that, I'm taking it. Okay, they level the playing field. They help This is when you square up, when you settle. So it looks like success in settling things. Even if you're breaking up, it's settled. Okay, and with this confrontation, with this therapy, with this negotiation, you alert somebody else and put them on their ascension process or not. You know, it depends on the person. Last card, strength. Haha. Bam, full moon in Leo. Be strong. Love yourself. New life, new spark. Taming the beast. Okay, you guys have incredible strength. You have incredible strength. Hopefully this is you and your partner growing together. But I did tell you guys that new affection. This is a new affection, new life. Bringing the dead back to life. So where your feelings have been stuck somewhere, you're now in the process of purging out old feelings and replacing them with new, current, authentic feelings. Loving feelings. Okay, yes, I'm hearing that. You've lost that love and feeling. So yeah, some of you guys might have gone cold, and it's everything you could do to hold on. And now that there's some kind of litigation or some kind of healing process coming, you guys are, I want to say happy, healthy, and wise. God, they crack me up, the messages they put in my head sometimes. Anyways, let's get to card of affirmation from Hawaiian Healing Intentions. Ohana Nui, creating community, and they want a card from that deck too. Yellow Star. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Starting proceedings. This is what we got to work with. Okay, Ohana Nui, extended family. And it wants a card from here. Can we clarify this card? Okay, I'm going to stick with that. Look at that, the Hierophant, learning and teaching, traditions, creating community. Okay, so building yourself from the ground up. Okay, with your own expectations. You're teaching others what they should expect. Or, yeah, you're telling them what to expect instead of them telling you, putting their expectations on you. You're like, nope, call me anything, but don't call me sir. Call me teach. What was I going to say? Home, establishing. Uranus is in Taurus right now, so that can be discomfort. Okay, so this is basically saying you're gonna have to get comfortable with the changes, or you will be comfortable with the changes. Okay, basically you're creating love. You guys are figuring out how to work together as an extended family. Okay, Ohana Nui, number 6, creating community. My intention is to be a vital part of my community by honoring my special gifts and finding ways to share myself with the world. You are already part of the great community of Earth with all her creatures, nature, and the expansive universe. Even the stars, planets, and galaxies are part of your family. Open your heart, mind, and arms and ask, how can you give back to your great family? By offering your special gifts, you will cultivate profound relationships with your community. So, it is encouraging you to share your talents, okay? Inspire others and nurture on this. Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. That's right, you know, I mean, we've got the Cancer card here, and then we've got the 4 of Cups here. This is not being happy. So they're absolutely right. Completely confirms everything I've been telling you guys, okay? So stay strong. We are breaking down old structures and rebuilding the right way, okay? The right way, a more authentic way, one that's in alignment with your true happiness. Good luck to you guys. So, you know, signing off. Stand strong. Love you guys. Talk to you later.